and welcome to Heads Up. With India's growing love and appetite for food, over the last couple of years or so, a new trend seems to be taking its toll on India's young, the focus on nutrition and healthy eating. But before we get to that, we have famous celebrity chef Neeta Mehta share her views on healthy eating. Thank you so much for talking to us, ma'am. Well, I'm going to begin by asking you that you've been doing a lot more than just cooking. You've been writing books, running restaurants, and in fact teaching as well now. So when did you actually start cooking, and when was it that you realized that this is what you wanted to do forever?
Food actually I feel connects people, and it all started as a young girl, and seeing my interest in cooking, my parents were very supportive and they put me into Lady Oven, which kind of groomed me into a good housewife, a good cook, and I learned the basics of cooking there. Okay. But then from there onwards, it was my creativity which helped me.
You've had your area of expertise in food and nutrition specifically. What would you say about the trend of healthy eating that's sort of slowly coming up in India? Do you think it's here to stay?
Absolutely here to stay, and I think it should stay also. People are getting very aware of the wrongdoings of a wrong diet. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So many heart attacks coming up. You see 40-year-old person having a heart attack. It's the stress also, but then the stress, if you can't really control, mm-hmm. at least you can, the easiest way is to control your diet. Yeah. Diet is not difficult, and during the day you should have small meals but mm-hmm. frequent meals, mm-hmm. and less carbs at night.
It's normally hard to convince people about healthy eating. I mean, there exists a big myth out there that healthy food has to be bland, has to be tasteless. What's your take on that?
Healthy eating is not boring. Yeah. You need to understand this, that healthy eating can be tasty, it can be delicious, and you can make it chatpata and spicy. That's not going to harm you. Mm-hmm. Healthy eating will be there to stay if the people working, the chefs working in the restaurants, they understand that the people coming to the restaurants or the housewives understand for their husbands or for their family, they cook a healthy meal but make it tasty.
What would be that one piece of advice that you would give to any aspiring chef who's waiting to venture out into this field, especially cater to the generation of today for a healthy diet?
For a chef, I feel, as I told you, the classics are there, but you can't survive on classics. Mm-hmm. In anything, you can't be stagnant. Mm-hmm. You have to move on. So creativity is the key. You need to create new recipes for your regular customers, keep updating your menus.
Key is to experiment.
Experiment and create new things for your customers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Lovely, ma'am. That was great talking to you. We had some great tips. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you.
With healthy eating now a growing trend in the country, startups and restaurants are focusing on that as well. And we are at one such place. The team Lean Chef promises healthy and quick meals with a sharp eye on calories. They say it's food that loves you back.
From being just another trend that's attracting the attention of many, people across the country, especially the young, are now making conscious choices about what they eat for more reasons than one. A health-conscious, fitness and diet freak young India is now hoping to dismiss the dubious distinction of being the diabetic and heart disease capital of the world. With diabetes taking its toll on over 38 crore people in the world, India accounts for the largest number of people suffering from the disease, followed by China and the US. According to a report by International Diabetes Federation, there were 6.68 crore cases reported just in India in 2014. And by 2030, 8.4% of India's adult population is expected to have diabetes. The numbers aren't limited to just that. According to the World Congress of Cardiology, it is estimated that by 2020, heart diseases will be the cause of over 40% deaths in India as compared to 24% in 1990. All this and more a result of high fat, high sugar, unhealthy eating habits with almost no physical activity. But India's young are hoping to bring about a change promoting healthy eating with an entrepreneurial spin. Rohan's is one such story. With a bachelor's degree in multimedia and design, Rohan had been working as a graphic designer with startups like Exclusively.com and Myntra for over a year before he met with an accident in 2013. And while recovering beyond the healthy ghar ka khana, eating out did not leave him with many choices.
What used to happen was that after getting even the smallest of the smallest injuries, they used to end up getting fat because they used to eat a lot, feeling bad for themselves. They felt like an injury would probably not help them out working out in the gym. So they never really worked out, complaining that they had a fracture, and then they used to just hog, get some comfort food in themselves and just being lazy, not doing anything about itself. So for me, I took fitness as a challenge for as much as I could do with the amount of injuries that I had gone through.
With his experience of having worked in startups before, Rohan put together a menu with a check on all the aspects of healthy eating and founded Lean Chef.
Yes, it was really tough in the beginning because we had a lot of food trials going on. We were trying to understand how is it that we can make a product healthy, and the biggest thing was to make it tasty at the same point in time. So we had a chef, a dietitian and a nutritionist, all three of them together to design a fantastic menu for ourselves. So that's how we got the taste. So a chef took care of the taste of the dish. The nutritionist took care of the macronutrient count, which is protein, carbohydrates, fats and fiber. And a dietitian took care of keeping the calories low. So all three brains worked together to create this menu.
With the growing demand of foodies looking for healthier eating options, food joints like Lean Chef are giving the regular junk food a healthy spin, with each dish on the menu specifying the number of calories in it. Protein pancakes, whole wheat wraps and pizzas with no oil or cheese. It's all the junk food you would binge on with a healthy makeover, says the very young executive chef Nayanthara.
The concept is really simple. We worked in a backward order. We took the most sinful foods, the junkest foods on the market. We took a pizza, we took a burger, we took a pasta, which people pig out on every day. And we decided what are the ways we can change this into something healthy. Can we give it 100% healthy twist, or is it only certain factors that we can work on?
While healthy eating happens to be quite a trendy thing to do, it's also about really changing a lifestyle and whether people consciously want to make a switch. Startups focused on healthier eating options have seen a mixed response.
The customer response is actually pretty amusing. A lot of people have not accepted it, and some have. A lot of people are still seeking for that one taste. They probably try to compare us to a place like a Domino's or maybe a McDonald's burger. We have to keep one thing in mind, that we are trying to get the nutritional aspect out there. I mean, why does it have to be that you have to put on weight while eating food? Why does it have to be like that? Why is it that you cannot enjoy your food absolutely feeling guilt-free?
Health food might not be a hit for everyone's palate, but for those looking for healthy, on-the-go quick meals, there are options besides the all-time favorite, home food.
It's time for us to slip into a short break. While the mouth-watering show continues, you don't go anywhere. We're back with lots more.